I've heard the big wigs at Chat Sports are already interviewing Maryland beat writers to do a Maryland football report. We just kind of changed the graphics to red, and it's all good. So I need you guys to hook me up on this one. Subscribe if you are watching. We basically need like 150 a day through the 31st. I'm getting nervous, to say the least, but want to keep this thing rolling. Me and you, we've gone through this for so long. Just need to hit the subscribe button. Get us to 5,000 by August 31st. Let's get into a Rumors 3-pack. This one's been out there for a while. I've been reaching out to folks in the media department and the Michigan ticket office that have contacts. Pretty damn confident now that the whiteout game at Penn State, that I think everyone just assumes every year is going to be this amazing night game. You've seen them against Michigan a couple years ago. They smoked Michigan. Ohio State's played there, and we've seen the atmosphere it creates and the home field advantage it creates. 3 Harbaugh heads on this one. Penn State, maybe a noon kickoff, which I think is one of the most significant potential things that could happen for Michigan's schedule this year, because look at this photo. This is Beaver Stadium. No, not Oregon State Stadium. Beaver Stadium is actually where Penn State plays. That's, I haven't been there personally, but when I watch it on TV and they have every single person wearing white, every single person rocking the same pom-poms, and that field at night, it makes one of the most raucous atmospheres, the toughest places to win in all of college football. And if Fox, who has the rights to this game, or the option for the rights, whatever it is, they are really trying to push Urban Meyer, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart on their new pregame show to lead in what they're calling Big Noon Saturday. Michigan will be featured on that in the second week of the season against Army. They're going to be Fox's Big Noon game, so they want you to be tuned into Fox all games, so that all day, rivaling ESPN. So if this is confirmed, now they're probably going to hold off until 10 days or 2 weeks before the game, whatever the cutoff is, to officially make an announcement, because they want to make sure one of the teams isn't losing 4 or 5 games, or whatever before that. But as things stand, if Penn State's 5-2 or whatever the record would be prior there, and Michigan's got a good record, looks like this is going to be a noon game, and that is a big advantage for Michigan. And Penn State is getting the short end of the stick from the TV executives at Fox. Answer this question: will Michigan beat Ohio State this year? 2019, 7-game losing streak. If you think yes, they will, you gotta like the video here on YouTube. We need to get to a few thousand likes because I know you guys think and know Michigan's gonna win. If you say no, hey, you're not cool with me anymore, okay? Stop watching the video altogether right now. So yes, like the video. No, stop watching. I'm going to go back and check the analytics. This is the honor system here, Michigan football honor system. Yes, like the video. No, stop watching. I grade the rumors of the internet on a scale of 0 to 4. 0 Harbaugh heads, totally false. Fake news, all the way up to 4 Harbaugh heads, which means F-A-C-K, fact. That is how Jim Harbaugh spells it. That is how we spell it at the Michigan Football Report on Chat Sports. Notre Dame night game. October 26th, the latest Michigan and Notre Dame have ever played in a season in history, baby. I have got word from inside the ticket office. I'm giving it an FACK. Back. It's happening. 99% sure, but I tip the scales at like 94%. And the reason I'm so confident is that someone inside the ticket office, a source, has said it's a night game unless one of the teams has 5 losses, which means Michigan have to be 3-5, or Notre Dame be 3-5 since then. I don't see it happening there. Notre Dame, with their early schedule, probably has more chance of having at least a couple losses with trips to Georgia, etc., before Michigan. But I am convinced now it's a night game. I don't see any way that it won't be. ABC has the rights to the game. It's not that great of a college football schedule for games they could potentially choose from, with other networks getting some of the better ones that weekend. Michigan is potentially forced to play 3 night games every 2 years is how the TV contract's set up. Big Ten Network, Fox, ABC kind of rotates there. Big Ten Network's getting one. against Middle Tennessee State to start the year, and now ABC is next up. They can force Michigan a second one. It's not going to be Michigan State, I don't think, in the middle of November. Ohio State is not going to be. It's already on Fox, so this is probably the only reasonable chance that ABC has to put Michigan in a night game in front of their entire nationwide audience. So FACK on this one. Michigan is 5-1 in home night games, but they are 0-1 against Notre Dame in the Jim Harbaugh era. And if they're going to win this year, folks, it's going to be because of the play of this man right here, starting quarterback Shea Patterson, who has got to outperform Ian Book, who wasn't even on the field last year. Notre Dame's quarterback didn't get the start in week 1 versus Michigan, but being at the game, I thought Shea looked a little bit overwhelmed, a little pedestrian, but his stats turned out to be okay. 20 of 30, 227, which is one of his better passing performances of the entire season. No touchdowns and then a costly interception when Michigan was trying to go down and get a tie there, down a score late in the fourth quarter. But I want to ask you guys this question. With Notre Dame getting the Yoder stamp of approval back, which games do you prefer to attend? D for day, N for night. My dad gave away his Middle Tennessee tickets to a friend that he went on a vacation or something like that because he's like, I'm not going to that game as a night game. It's too hard to get out of there. I'm like, you're crazy, dog. You're going to go to an Army noon game, or you're not going to go to a night game. I prefer D. That's what she said. Type D for day. Type N for night. Which games would you rather attend? Last rumor up. And by the way, you guys notice my my Michigan polo today? We're getting close to season. I'm getting back in uniform. They only get these if you're a big-time donor and get those season tickets in the 40, like your man James Yoder. Shea Patterson getting some Heisman love. 2 Harbaugh heads in this one. People are talking. I think Shea could potentially win the Heisman if Gaddis' offense is as aggressive and creative as Alabama's was last year, that he had a part of in some regards as the wide receivers coach, co-offense coordinator. But Shea is not getting the kind of love that he got last year when he was up there like Justin Fields, getting that transfer bump of publicity. Fields, Hurts are getting there, plus 600, plus 650 odds. Those are the top 5 in the Heisman. Here is 6 through 10. Adrian Martinez, I think it's more of who his coaches than his actual ability at Nebraska. T. Higgins, a name not all of you probably are that familiar with. Wide receiver Clemson. Jake Fromm at Georgia. DeAndre Swift also at Georgia. Plus 1,200, plus 1,400. Justin Herbert at Oregon at plus 1,500. Then we get into outside the top 10, and Shea has moved up. He was outside the top 20 of Heisman odds a couple weeks back. Now he's up there just behind Texas quarterback Sam Ehlinger, who is plus 1,800. Shea's at plus 2,500, tied with Jerry Jeudy, the Biletnikoff award-winning wide receiver from Alabama. So I want to know from you guys, plus 2,500 odds for Shea. If you haven't bet before, you know what that means. It's basically 25-1. They base everything on a $100 bet. But I'm not asking you guys to put $100 down on a Heisman. So would you put $25? Yes or no? Would you bet $25 on Shea to win the Heisman with that kind of return? You're putting down 25, you're getting back 625 if he wins it. So not only are you going to be so happy because Michigan probably is undefeated, beat Ohio State, and the offense is marvelous, you're getting 625 back. I'm doing it, that's for sure. And I'm going to do it with our friends at MyBookie, chatsports.com/GoBlue. 100% deposit bonus. Let me just do some math for you, folks. You put $100 down, you get an extra $100. You put $25 on Shea, you still haven't even broken into the $100 you put down. So it's a great deal, but it's not going to last forever. Promo code GoBlue. Make sure you type that in. When you do, send us an email. Promo chatsports, PROMO @chatsports.com, or DM me on Instagram or Twitter, letting me know. We'll get some information, size, and shipping. You get a maize or blue Jordan jersey. Sizes are starting to become limited, so act now. But wait, there's more. Act now. Promo GoBlue, 100% deposit bonus, hooking you up with a jersey if you do it before the season starts. Thanks so much for watching the Michigan Football Report, folks. With a few days left before the season, I've got all kinds of videos for you right here and right here. And if you haven't yet, get your head out of your you-know-what and press that subscribe button right here. Go Blue.